Hi everyone, welcome to our today's blog. So today's blog is on fasting. So I hope you understand what is meant by fasting. Fasting is nothing but you abstain yourself from eating food or drinking. So fasting, as you all know, it's centuries back concepts, and there are a lot of religious religious things attached to fasting, right? So it says that if you fast and you pray God, you actually come closer to God, right? So in India you have, or across Indian subcontinents, you see Hindus practice different kinds of fasting. So they could be like Ekadasi, Navratri, or Sola Somvar. So this kind of things are very popular in India. Or for Muslims, they also practice Ramadan. So it's like 1 month long fasting. Okay. So fasting, some people, especially if you see more of Western world, they also practice something called intermittent fasting. So in intermittent fasting, it's simple, right? So they skip one meal, okay? So and it would be alternate meals. So let's say today they eat breakfast, and then they skip the lunch, and then they next have dinner. So tomorrow they would, let's say, skip the breakfast and then have lunch and dinner. So it's like just to make sure that you don't fast for a long hour. So that's something, depending on your health situation, you can also fast for a day in a week, or maybe once in 15 days. So I mean, why the question which arises in my mind is, why would someone do fasting even? So think of our body just like a machine. So it's like you are eating for 5 6 days continuously, right? But then your digestive system also needs a break, right? It cannot keep on taking food when you don't need that. So if it also needs rest. So let's say 5 6 days you continuously eat, and then you have a gap of a day, and then the digestive system comes back on track, and then again you keep on eating. So also, if you, so let's say you don't want to do fasting, so there is also other options. So some people also take a proper gap between meals, right? So let's say ideally you should have let's say around 8 hours of gap between two meals, or at least 5 hours. So that's something is quite good. So I mean, depending on your health condition. So let's say, it's again, fasting is not for everyone. So let's say you are a pregnant lady, or you have a diabetic health condition. So you should be very careful. At least you should consult a doctor before actually doing fasting. So so it depends on your situation, which what is suitable for you. But fasting in general is really good for everyone. So today's vlog, I'll discuss in more details what exactly is how you can follow fasting, what I do when I actually practice fasting, how I do, or how you can do. I'll discuss a bit more. Welcome to my next in the next part. I'll discuss with my wife on more on the fasting, and then I'll conclude and give you more insights about fasting. Yeah. Hi there, Prati.
Hello.
What are you eating?
I'm eating my atta rusk biscuit.
Oh, healthy biscuits.
Yes,
And what are you watching right now?
I'm watching how to make karkar
So it's,
Bengali dish.
it's all about food, right?
It's all about food.
So, do you ever heard of something, a time period which is called not to eat, that is called fasting? You think about something, have you heard fasting?
Yes, I did also.
You did fasting? Really? Okay. When did you did fasting?
2 years back.
What is that all about? For what?
The solar summer fasting, I think, yeah. Solar summer.
Why? Is there any specific reason? Why
No, actually, just devotional to our god, Shiva. So
Okay.
it's related to both. It's related to if I won't eat anything, so it will be I can pray to God, okay, very peacefully. Another thing is that it is also good for health. I think so.
Oh, so you really did fasting. That's great. That's great. So the whole day you don't eat anything.
No, I eat in evening time I eat fruits, and then daytime I didn't eat anything.
Okay.
Evening time fruits, and then at night I eat sometimes I eat dalia, or sometimes.
So you used to never get. So it's as far as I understand, it's on Mondays, right? Soda Somvar is Mondays.
16 Mondays.
So basically, you don't feel hungry also, or you are just used to this kind of Mondays.
So morning 7 o'clock, morning 6 o'clock to when I woke up, that time to noon time to 2 or 3, you will not feel like you are feeling hungry. After that, in evening time, you will feel little bit hungry. So that's why I used to prepare juice, tea.
Okay.
Tea I will prepare. maximum
So
time.
as far as I know, you can't have any cereals or lentils and stuff like that. No?
Yes.
That's and that you continue for how many weeks like that?
So I continued for 16 Mondays, right? So I completed 10 to 11 Mondays. After that, I was feeling like that gastric problem.
Okay.
That's why at 14th or 13th Monday I stopped.
You did quite close to
Yes,
16.
yes.
That's good. I hope you got your results what you did for, but
Yes.
let's not go there. But then
So spiritual
Okay.
phenomenon is also there related to fasting.
So one thing I want to ask: do you have any Muslim friends? Have you ever? Do you have any Muslim friends?
Yes, I have.
So do you heard about something called Ramadan or Ramzan? I think for a month they do fasting.
Yes, they used to eat in the morning before 5 o'clock, I think so.
Before sunrise.
Before sunrise, and at night they will eat
And-
after at 8 p.m. I think so.
That's for a month, no?
That's for month.
Okay,
They used to. They won't like they are feeling tired or they are feeling hungry. I think.
So these are all more of religious. So do you think these actually have some health benefits, or it just people do it for religious?
It depends on
beliefs?
the man to or human. If you are very strong, you can do. If you are not feeling well and not feeling so strong, then you don't do these things.
So I think certain kind of people, certain everyone should not do it. Like especially my mom is
And diabetes and low pressure.
low pressure. They can't do it, is it?
Yes.
Oh, so you should be very careful. Everyone is not, but I think by and large for general, it's
For
good for
general,
them. No? It's probably a break to our.
If anyone they don't have any disease problem and they are very much strong, so they can do.
So I think
That is I think
Yeah.
good for their health also.
So different options are there. If people can't keep for the whole day, I think there is something you heard about intermittent fasting. Like people skip a meal, like say today breakfast, tomorrow lunch.
Only 2 times they will eat.
Once or twice a day.
Yeah.
And there are also number of calories they can take during that period. So I think there are different concepts of fasting, but I think it's very good. So yeah, I think that.
If you are feeling like that this is not suitable for you, then you have to stop. If you are feeling like that it is suitable for you, you can do.
You mean health conditions?
Yes,
Some
you
health.
can do anything, any fast or intermediate fasting. It's up to
Okay.
you. Ekadashi.
It depends on which one you follow. But yeah, nice to know from me about fasting. I think in my blog I'll explain further. Who can actually do it, who should.
If you want to do, you can do. I think you are very much strong.
Yeah, I just started it a few weeks back, so I hope I'll continue for the longer. Yeah. But thanks for your knowledge sharing.
Welcome.
Thanks a lot. Oh, hi everyone. So I hope you enjoyed the last part of the vlog, so where we discussed a little bit about fasting. So now I just want to, help you understand better. I mean, why actually there are the health benefits of fasting. So it's actually promotes your blood sugar levels, okay, and it also helps you to fight inflammation causes. Like if you have inflammation, bowel syndrome or something like that, it's also helps you fight that. And also if you have you want to lose weight, probably fasting is one of the best possible way of losing weight, because at the end of the day you're burning you're losing or burning your calories, right? So what happens is actually you eat when you don't eat food, let's say for 5-6 hours, right? So it actually comes from the last meal which you consumed. It first of all and those calories get consumed, and after that your fat starts burning. That's where you actually that's one of the reasons kind of lose weight, someone who have liver fat kind of thing. So that's also works for them. So what are the different kinds of food which you can have during fasting, and what are the foods which you should avoid during fasting? The one which you can have is something like raw banana, coconut, or kind of fruits. If you're having tea or tea, ensure that you're not having it with milk or sugar. So if you're having sugar, so you're having calories. So again, sugar is also not good for health, so probably you should avoid that. So again, and then I also talked about intermittent fasting, right? So there are different approaches to intermittent fasting also. So there is like kind of an 8 by 16 approach, where you eat for 8 hours and then 16 hours you don't eat anything. Or there is also something like 5:2 ratio. So that means you eat for 5 days proper meals, 3 meals a day, and then for the next 2 days you just have 1 meal a day. So there's kind of different things which whichever is work for you and whichever is more comfortable, you can practice that. But there are by and large different kinds of fasting techniques, so to speak, people use. So what are the who are the people who should not a kind of follow fasting? So people, the children below, let's say 10 or 12 years, so they should at least they should consult a doctor before fasting. So a pregnant lady, and they should be very careful if they're following fasting. They should at least, again as I said, consult a doctor. And also true for like people who are prone to diabetic or having any specific health condition. So if you are suffering from any food related issues, so that for that kind of thing you should be very careful to practice fasting. So by and large, fasting is a great way of losing weight, and also people who are spiritually inclined, that's probably one of the best ways to connect to God, because it says when you don't eat and you pray God, you kind of get closer to God. So in Hindi there is a word, or Sanskrit there is a word called upavas. You kind of get closer to God when you actually don't eat for a day. So the different reason, whichever reason you follow, scientific or religious, fasting is good for in general most of the people, provided you are in a good health condition and if it works for you. If you think you're fasting and for let's say for a day in a week, and you are seeing there is difficulties you're facing, let's say gastric problems or some other problems you're facing, then maybe you should think about it again, or maybe you consult a doctor whether it's good for you to fast or not. By and large, it's a great way of losing body weight, or giving rest to your digestive system, which is again which helps it to keep get it back on track and helps you to improve your health dramatically. So I hope you enjoy the vlog. I'll continue on further vlogs in the next topics. Thank you.